Yo, what's going on, guys? And yes, a little 1:30 show. I know we don't normally do this, but I actually have to move my girlfriend in. It's been a busy day to me, a bit hectic, but this is why we are live today at this time. I hope you guys do or are having a great day. I think it's actually, what, Thursday, 1:30, 2:30 if you're on the East Coast, 1:30 if you're with us on the Central Coast. And yeah, I mean, hey, look. Today is a great day to have a day, and I'm waiting for Jackson here to join us. But if you guys want to be a friend, tell a friend. Be a friend and tell a friend about the show. Let's help it grow. The clips are doing well, and our man Jackson has joined us. Jackson, thank you for being patient with me and adjusting your schedule.
How's it going? Yeah, how was it?
I still haven't moved her in. She didn't tell me we're moving in at 4,
Oh yeah.
and she came over at 9 because she slept at her girlfriend's house, and she showered, and then we went and had lunch with her dad.
Oh, what'd you get?
I had a turkey Swiss melt.
Oh, nice. Ew. Oh,
What?
Swiss cheese. Oh, weirdo.
What? Oh my god!
Who the fuck likes Swiss cheese, bro? There's
Swiss
like
cheese,
holes and shit.
Turkey Swiss is so good.
Quick funny story. The last girl I dated, she was moving out while we were dating, and I was like, nah, I'm all set. So I didn't even help her. I guess.
What's up, Matt?
Look at me now. I guess it didn't work out, but she had
Yeah.
a bunch of dudes help her out. I was like, I'm all set.
Yeah,
They got it.
And then they
Figured this
gangbanged
one
her.
Yeah, right. What's up, Matt Vento?
All
I'm
right.
playing Matt Wento in fantasy baseball right now.
You play so many fantasy sports. My girlfriend's dad's a like, I don't know if the word's prominent, but he's a successful high school baseball coach.
Whoa,
My
nice.
club. So he's
Cool.
really into baseball, and I fucking hate baseball. But since I've been dating my girlfriend, I've learned baseball.
It's very
It'd be
boring.
nice. Baseball sucks, but either way, let's get
Very
into some NBA news. And dude,
News.
it is, yeah, news. What news is there? There isn't any because it's fucking dead. Huh.
Let's talk football. Hey, you're
Yeah,
up.
yeah. Thanks, Joshua. Sup, Jaden. Sup, Puska. Either way,
What's up, Jay? Damn, we got all my fucking Discord boys in here. Let's
your
go.
boys showed up. The mob.
I guess that's the perks to not doing it at 9:30 a.m.
Yeah, I think that is something. Again, this is a good trial run, like you said. You were excited. Either way, first off, Brittney Griner. She got 9.5 years, and they were actually talking about this on the Pat McAfee show, and they said that the U.S. government kind of told her, take the plea deal, it'll expedite the negotiation prospects, and that also, I don't even understand. What do you think of this whole Brittney Griner? She's obviously just a political pawn.
I don't give a single fuck about Brittney Griner. Sorry, babe.
Sorry, babe. Would you fuck Brittney Griner?
No.
It's just,
No. You know what? Maybe just to say it, actually.
just to say it?
Yeah, fuck Brittney Griner. But yeah, I mean, they're gonna make
Just
a
to
trade.
say it.
They're gonna make a trade, and yeah, political pawn. I mean, I don't really give a shit. Don't bring weed to Russia, dumb fuck. Like, I don't know what else to tell
Yeah.
you.
Also, we don't be the WNBA is gonna make a trade. We be the U.S. government.
Yeah, I love all the comments are like, if this was LeBron James, he'd be home by now. LeBron James, not a moron. Like, sorry guys, like he's not stupid. So I think she'd probably break me.
Yeah, dude, she would fucking Amazon position you.
I'd have to pop something. I'd have to pop a pilly.
She would be in control. She would probably like peg you. Somebody's they were like, that's disrespectful. I don't know. What if she is into that? What if I'm right? Okay. What if she is? Is that being disrespectful?
Oh.
Is it disrespectful to be right? I'm just kidding. I don't know if that's right. Oh, that was way too zoomed in. I'm trying to do this. Booyah. So Bill Walton's getting a 30 for 30. 30 for 30s have gone to shit, first off, but I would actually watch the Bill Walton, especially if they say they go into the conspiracy if Bill Walton's been stuck in a trip.
Oh, really?
Have you seen that
No, I
conspiracy?
haven't.
Supposedly, there's like a few videos on YouTube that say Bill Walton's been in a 30 to 40-year acid trip. Like he took too much acid because like it's widely known that like Bill Walton loved his drugs,
Yeah.
and basically it suggested that Bill Walton's just went the reason partially besides injuries he became like like a hippie, like an acid head, and like he's still like I'm pretty sure he like tours, like he follows the Grateful Dead year round. That's
Oh,
like it's
word.
like he's one of those guys. Like he goes religiously to Grateful Dead concerts, and supposedly since for the last 30, 40 years, Bill Walton's been stuck in like a constant acid trip.
God. Can't even imagine that. I remember before my first acid trip, that was like you hear all the negatives, bro. Before you take acid, I swear, like
I,
the before I took acid, I was thinking like the whole world would look completely different. When in reality, everything, all your senses are really just kind of heightened. I
I
guess
mean,
it depends, but like mushrooms to me are way more visual.
I've eaten like a shit ton of mushrooms and a shit ton of acid. I've done them both at the same time. I've blacked out on each one before that I've taken. Dude, I
Oh, really?
literally I've had catatonic death twice where I thought I died. Like one time I thought I blacked out so hard because I ate 2 sugar cubes and I wasn't told each sugar cube had 5 hits. So I took 10 hits of acid by accident and I blacked out watching the Olympics in 2016 was it,
Oh my
right?
god.
Or last time we had the Olympics, and when it was in Rio, and I thought my friends accidentally broke me because they tricked me that I pulled a landmine in a stream, and then I thought I died in Iraq in the Gulf War, that I got blown up. And I had like flashbacks that I was being flown by helicopter because I jumped on a grenade to save my platoon, and I'm being flown back. Dude, I'm tripping balls, and I ended up running 8 miles home.
Oh my god.
Came back.
8 miles home.
Yeah, bro, to the countryside.
There's always some crazy ass. One time my buddy Ubered. Like my buddies were going, like they did the acid and then was going to a different location, and the trip sitter, because it was like their first sesh,
Uh huh.
like gave them dabs. So they were all smoking dabs the first time they did acid, which was on the come up, which is just stupid as fuck.
They were
And
probably
so
tweaking.
the guy who's supposed to be sober, obviously hit the dabs, and I guess one of my buddies like tweaked and he called it Uber instead of having the guy
Dude,
drive.
I was at a music festival and I overheated because
Oh,
and I was tripping balls, and I was tripping fucking balls at this music festival in Baltimore City, and I was like, I popped the Xan to come down, but I'm still tripping. I called an Uber, and I'm like taking me a 45-minute ride, and I'm talking to this Uber driver for like 30 minutes of this ride. She doesn't know I'm tripping until we get to like where I live. My dad lives in the countryside, and I always thought these were spider nests, but they're like caterpillar nests. And I fucking I don't know what I said, but I literally she like looked at me. She's like, "Are you okay?" I'm like, "I'm tripping balls back here." And then she dropped it off. She dropped it. Aaron, that's okay, buddy. I hope everything's okay with you, man.
It was supposed to be 4, Aaron.
And then we changed it.
Cereal's a mess.
I am a mess today. Dude, so do you remember Felipe Petrucci played for Gonzaga, then he left and played for Megamax, and then he won like MVP of Megamax, ended up being a second round pick, and I believe he went to Alfundo FS, and it's due to it's like a drafting stash, but he played for Philadelphia in the summer league, even though he barely played. Do you know anything about Filippo Petrusev?
No.
No, okay. Nothing. This is real. This is real hard talking NBA. Here we go. Here we go. Here's like,
Whoa, the Heat keeping an eye on Hayward.
yeah.
Okay. I like that.
Love you too, Aaron. Take care, buddy.
Peace.
Joshua, we've always wanted to test the afternoon show. I'm moving my girlfriend into her new place today. So
I wonder what Serial's gonna be like with a girl now. Now that she isn't this like probably the first time she's back, right?
yeah,
Since we
well,
started the show.
yeah, since she's sorry. But I mean she's not living with me. She's living she lives like a mile away. She lives a few blocks down.
I'm just curious to see how it affects your work because like we were talking I streamed a little bit last night. We were kind of talking about how many videos you make. And so now that you got the girl there, I'm just wondering because I've never dated anybody while making videos.
I've done it now for the last 2 years. Yeah, nothing will change the workflow. Fuck you. Either way, so the Miami Heat allegedly are interested in Gordon Hayward due to the fact that no, I was gonna say the F word and not fuck. I was gonna say a different word, but like, I guess you're not allowed to say that word anymore. I also want to bring back that word.
It's back.
It's back. Mm-hmm. Can you say it?
Mm-hmm.
I don't think we.
I don't know if right now is the best time.
No. It's not the best time.
But I think when used properly, yeah, I'm not afraid to use it. But it's not like I'm throwing it around monthly. Or
you got to throw it in a comedic way. It can never be. Yeah. It can never be actually used in a.
Oh yeah, way. Definitely. Yeah, I got nothing against gay people. Yeah.
Yeah. But if you're playing video games with someone, and they like fucking like quick shot no scope you.
Yeah.
And like you're on a kill streak. I feel like that's a valid thing to scream into a microphone.
Kill, buddy.
Yeah. No. So supposedly Gordon Hayward, if the Heat can't upgrade, supposedly a package of Tyler Hero and Duncan Robinson and a potential pick for Gordon Hayward. I say no pick. Send me Gordon Hayward and a pick for Tyler Hero and Duncan Robinson and Omar Yuta 7. But that's what this article says right here. That if you want to give up Tyler Hero before you pay him and you want to move Duncan Robinson, you would have to add a pick. But those two guys in Omar Yuta 7 might be enough to get Hayward if the Hornets decide to reconfigure. He can play the 3 if you want to go big, or if you want to go small, he can play the 4. He's a career 38% three-point shooter. But he hasn't played more than like 50 games in like 5 seasons.
Yeah, I mean, he's 32. He's played power forward before. I don't think he'd be my ideal power forward. You know what's kind of interesting to me is I made a video on my Dubs channel about this earlier. I don't know what the word is with Trez as far as the weeds going, which, by the way, who's the guy who just got arrested? Retarded how these laws work. Who's the guy who just got arrested?
Montrez or Miles?
No, it was like yesterday.
An NBA player?
Yeah. Someone got arrested for weed yesterday. And it
dude,
was
you're right.
In Texas. Like,
was it Malik Beasley?
No.
It was for like 6 ounces of weed.
Yeah, it was a shit ton of weed at TSA.
Iman Shumpert. Yeah. But he's not a former NBA player. Dude, that's stupid though. I mean, I don't unless he flew private and then they searched him. But
yeah, but when you fly private, there's no security.
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure you still walk through the airport, depending on the airport you fly into.
Yeah, I guess it depends.
Like if smaller airports, you go through the tarmac, and you just walk to your car. But I assume if you fly into a bigger airport, they're not going to be like, oh, you can just walk to your car. No, you probably have to walk.
Yeah.
Up into the airport, and he probably had weed, and a dog probably started barking.
Damn, I thought dogs didn't bark for weed. I don't think dogs bark for weed.
I thought dogs bark for any substance, basically. And that's why you always have to put shit in, like, Tupperware or, like, pill bottles to, like, vacuum
would that get it? Oh.
Yeah.
My buddy always freaking flies with weed, and I'm always like, I don't know how you... Apparently, it's super easy. Like, a ton of people do it, especially, like, my California friends, but I'm always like, I don't know, it tweaks me out if it was me. Like I'd be a little on, I'd just be on edge. But then every time it's always successful, and every time it's successful and we get back and he's got like a shit ton of edibles, it's like, all right, we're
I've never flown with actual bud, but I've flown with edibles, oil, and carts. But I have been one time leaving Colorado, I got flagged and they said I had 50 caliber bullets. And I was like, what the
oh,
fuck are you talking? And then the guy went
Jesus.
through my bag and he saw like there were oil carts and he's like, I'm so sorry. And he's like, marijuana is legal in Colorado, so you're fine with this. Because like you're not breaking the
Oh,
law.
word.
And I was of age, but he's like, wherever you're flying though, to, we're not responsible if you get in trouble.
Yeah. Damn, that's cool for them. I didn't know you could do that.
Yeah, you can fly. Like, let's
Um,
say you're leaving Colorado, and then you're flying to Illinois. You can fly with weed if it's
shit. So
illegal.
then,
That's
yeah,
legal.
I
They're
can fly
like
out of
as
here.
yeah, but you have to go to the state to other state, and but you can fly to another state with weed that isn't. But I don't know if they could be assholes and alert them. I assume, but like they just have to, if they find your weed, they let you keep it, but they'll tell you that they're not responsible if you're charged.
That's cool because I actually know this. You know how many guns they find in TSA every year?
Probably a shit ton. People, so many people with guns,
Take a guess.
like 10,000,
17.
17,000
17 is the
guns
number. Yeah.
a year.
Yeah.
That's wild.
Yeah. Well, maybe book might have. It's from Malcolm Gladwell's Talking to Strangers, so the book might be a couple years old, but still, I was shocked. I was shocked.
Would you want Gordon Hayward on your team or no?
Um, I'd take him as a complimentary piece,
Would you
but
give up Duncan Robinson, Tyler Hero, and Omar Year 7 for Gordon Hayward?
probably not. No. Oh, I wanted to say, I forgot Trez. Like I made a video of Trez going to the Dubs because this whole weed situation is probably really gonna fuck with his money. Um,
He
like I said,
wasn't gonna get more than 5 million.
I don't know what the word is on Trez right now, but like he's never really been given a starting role. I mean, he won Six Man of the Year 3 seasons ago, and like that year he played like 26 minutes. He got like 1.3 blocks. Like he's let me look up his defensive rating, but if I were the Miami Heat, I would definitely be going for not Gordon Hayward. I 109.3 is not bad at all. So I'd actually target Trez if I'm any team that needs any type of scoring down
I
low.
like Trez, but the legal situation has to be cleared up, it seems, before anything happens with him. Now let's continue through. It's so fuck. It
Oh,
also.
I saw Kyrie's most likely going to the Lakers, whether it's in a trade or next year in free agency.
I
Which
think
that
next
would
year
be
free agency is most likely.
that makes a ton of sense. Like if the Lakers just kind of right, you just stay healthy, you try and make it work with Russell Westbrook, and you kind of, I guess, like assess your talent. Like it's almost like a rebuilding team with a new GM in town. Like who are we going to keep? Who are we going to get rid of? So maybe they'll make the playoffs with a healthy LeBron, especially a healthy Anthony Davis. But maybe you try and make it work with Russ and see what happens, and then try and get Kyrie to commit to you. Because if LeBron commits to LA, which I think happens regardless of their season, I think Kyrie's a very viable option. Like my thoughts. Kyrie and LeBron at some point at the duration of their career, unless Kyrie retires the next 3 seasons, they will 100% team up again.
I agree, but so this segues into this. With LeBron James' contract expiring after the season, there's 3 options that he can do: either not sign an extension, become a free agent after this upcoming season, sign a full 2-year deal, locking himself with the Lakers until he's at the age of 40, or sign a 1+1, which would mean he signs a 1-year extension with a player option for a second year. And supposedly sources tell NBC Sports that it's most likely going to be the 1+1, which pressures the Lakers to upgrade the roster as he's in no rush to sign it. And I think, like you said, I think the Nets at this point are going to run it back one more season with Kyrie, Kevin, and Ben Simmons. Kyrie's going to walk if they don't trade him at the deadline. Kevin's probably going to get traded after the season, as teams will have more assets and more money after the season. They'll see a full season of play, see if Kevin Durant's actually still good. I think LeBron, man, with LeBron, I think this year and next year are his last 2 years to really be the focal point of a championship run, championship or bust, because after these next 2 seasons, that's going to be when Bronny enters the NBA, and LeBron's just going to wait till he gets drafted and then sign with whatever team he gets drafted for however much money. So it's kind of going to be really funny because whenever Bronny comes in, it's really going to become the LeBron James sweepstake because everyone's going to be. What if somebody drafts Bronny James first overall?
I wouldn't be surprised one bit if a team did that as a marketing play. I was thinking about that like a couple of days ago, actually. Like if you have a team like Charlotte where you have a young star and you have that first pick, I would 100% actually take. If I was a team with my back up against the wall, I would take Bronny immediately. I mean, the whole LeBron sitch, I think, yeah.
So you're saying that a 40-year-old, 39-year-old LeBron is worthy of the first overall pick?
Well, LeBron's in his prime right now. So
I know LeBron's still fucking fantastic, but what I'm saying is that Bronny James, if he does do the 1+1 in 2 years, will enter the NBA. And you're saying that there potentially Bronny James could go number 1 overall because a team will be banking on the thought that, if we will not only get Bronny James, but we'll also get LeBron James.
Well, yeah, remember LeBron's in his prime. He isn't averaged what he averaged this past year since 2005, and that's a stat you'll never hear ever again. You'll never hear that stat again. Somebody averaging more than a superstar averaging more than their career high in a single season for the first time since their like third year in the league. Like, what is it, 2005, 17 years ago? I mean, LeBron's accolades are just mesmerizing. Like, the man's made an all-star every single year except his rookie season. I mean, I would do anything I can to get LeBron James onto my team. I also have faith in the James family as being a good.
Bryce is better than Bronny.
I think LeBron signs a 1 year. I don't know. I don't think he'll have a like. I don't know. LeBron to me seems more like he'll just sign. Yeah, maybe the player option. He'll either sign a 1 year contract or sign a 1+1. The Brooklyn Nets are going to absolve at some point next season or in the offseason because you got to keep in mind, like, Kevin Durant like probably should have gone to the New York Knicks. Kevin Durant he's a follower, right? He's not a leader. And so Kyrie, he just followed Kyrie, like literally in the introductory press conference where he was like, yeah, I followed my boy Kyrie because is it Kyrie from Brooklyn? So Kevin has no business being. He has no tie to Brooklyn in any way, shape, or form outside of Kyrie Irving, and that whole relationship and situation has already crumbled. So Nets are done, and yeah, maybe you got that 1+1, so you do everything you can to get Kyrie over, try and fill the roster out next offseason. Lakers will be fine. LeBron will be fine. I wonder how many years he has in his prime. Like, it is a little satirical joke, but
isn't this a well-known fact? He probably spends $1 million more because I think that Swaggy, I think the $1 million thing came out back when he was in Cleveland, right? That whole $1 million on the body. So he probably spends, like, with inflation, $3 million on his body now.
How does he? What do you spend it on?
Supplements, legal steroids. Like, people don't realize every athlete does PEDs, but it's not the PEDs. It's not anabolic steroids. It's like stuff for quicker recovery times, more endurance, and more stamina. It gives you what it does, it gives you leaner muscle mass. So you have more muscle, but you weigh less. That's why a lot of these guys are skinny, but they're ripped. But they're like,
How do I get these?
you go to Germany, you go to like Eastern Europe, and you go. That's why a lot of these athletes go to Canada, or you even go to Miami, Florida. Miami, Florida is a very popular
It's a short
spot.
drive.
Yeah.
Do I
San
go into a
Diego.
store or do I have to know somebody?
I you remember the biogenesis scandal?
Yeah,
That's kind of it.
from
There's just
you.
there, yeah. There's it's they're legal. They're taking shit that's not being tested or doesn't show up on test, and it's not illegal. It's just shit that you and I can't afford.
Oh, okay.
And then they have like the cryogenic chambers. They have the higher hyperbolic or whatever shit. They just have all this equipment, and they have all this like stuff for recovery, for training, for everything that just the general public doesn't have access to. So,
What do you think
uh,
the
mhm.
PGA Tour has? Do you think golfers do that too? Like, do you think there's a good percentage of
all,
golfers?
all, all athletes do it. All athletes do it. Some go more extreme than others. Like, why do you think Ezekiel Elliott used to go every year in the first 3 years of Ezekiel Elliott's career? He spent his off seasons training in Berlin.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Why do you
That's
think he went to
interesting.
Germany to
Hmm.
train?
That is interesting. Is Mexico the same then? Because Mexico,
I I don't think anyone goes to Mexico.
we went. Zeke goes to Mexico a ton. We were in
I
Cabo, and
probably. I mean, there's
Zeke has a
probably.
house. He's got a house on the golf course right next to the
Oh, and
clubhouse,
Zeke
and he's
Zeke
got a
probably still
complete
does. He probably still
decked out.
does. Maybe the shit that he gets in Mexico is shittier than Germany because he was way better when he was
And that's
training in
yeah,
Germany.
right, yeah.
But I know Eastern Europe is where all the best PEDs come from. That's where they're all developed, like Czech, Austria, Germany. Like all those countries are where the jugs are.
Nick does not have the mental fortitude to make PGA Tour right now.
Nick who?
I have a better. My guy I do golf ball with, he's trying to go pro. That's why we're moving to Florida, and
Is he
he
good?
he's really good at golf, but his mental game is so shit. I would go as far to say this is so shitty. He doesn't like when I say this, that I think I have a better chance of making the tour than him because I don't have mental mishaps like. But he's in the majority of people where people crumble under pressure, and when they need to show up, they can't. And
Yeah, my whole thing is whenever I just think everybody this is so stupid, but whenever I have pressure, I just imagine everyone hates me, and I hate everyone, and I just think they hate me, they hate me, they hate me, and I just want to prove them wrong, and that's kind of like, you know what I mean?
we
I don't
loved
know.
as a child.
I was loved as a child, but like, that's my one roommate thought that was psycho. Like when we play basketball, I'm like, I kind of talk shit. Like I talk shit like just like I'm not like
Yeah,
rude
some
about it.
chirps.
Yeah, like some chirps. Like my one friend, dude, he would chirp so much. Like almost annoyed me as his teammate. I'd be like, "You're just being a dick. You're just being a dick." You know what I mean? Like you're just being an absolute dick to this guy. But like I'll chirp like just shit like that. Like if I'm like locking up on defense, like I'll chirp. I'll just be like, "Can't do shit." You know what I mean? Like get the fuck out of here. Nope. You know, shit like that. Like
Yeah, the
uh,
nope. Nope.
yeah, nope. Yeah, nope. Yeah, shit like that. Like
Whenever my
or
buddy takes a three, I'm like, he's not an I yell out every single time. He's not an in-game shooter because he's not. But
yeah.
he'll prove me wrong, and it sucks. But yeah, I like the little subtle, playful chirps.
But yeah, for me, like whenever I don't know, I definitely just get in my head and like not like bad, like I don't let shit get in my head. I get in my head. You know what I mean? Like I hype myself up whenever like there's like moments when people like might crumble. That's when like I'm in my head. Like hyping. Like that's the time when you like in my head I'm like free playing Lose Yourself. You know?
Yeah, that's the time to shine.
Yeah. Swaggy, no, because I live in a state that is illegal. I don't smoke marijuana
Clip
in
this.
Kansas. But so marijuana is illegal in Kansas, so I don't smoke weed in Kansas.
When was your last dab hit?
Today, not in Kansas. I go to a different airspace.
But how long ago was it?
Before the show, maybe like 5 minutes. But when I'm in Colorado, yes. But like honestly, it's only cheap in like Colorado and shit because
dude,
like
fuck this, buzz.
because a lot of people don't realize that all these new states where weed is legal. I mean, if you have like a full-time job, like I'm about to have a full-time job, so when I move to Florida, my girl's gonna get a med card because I don't want the big man to know me. And you have a med card?
No, I wish.
Yeah, but you're gonna have to get one in Florida.
Why?
Because it's med.
I'll just buy Daily Pelicans. Isn't that swaggy?
Yeah.
What's the... I've not had an issue acquiring weed in Florida when I've wanted it. Like, for example, when I lived in Chicago, I never went to a dispensary because that shit's overpriced. I would just pick up from my dealer.
If you get a med card, you get the medical prices, which is like $10 a G.
Yeah, but dealers do that too.
Yeah, but then you can just go to a fucking dispensary. My girlfriend and I already talked about it. When we go out there, because she's going to go to law school, but she's going to go, because my girlfriend, she's going to law school, but she got a major in business administration with a minor in marketing. So she's going to get a remote job and work in marketing from remote while going to school. And we've talked about it. And she's like, I'm just going to get the med card because I'm going to be working on TV. So like, I don't want to have the big man know me and then B, like my employers.
The government?
The government. I hate the government. I'm just kidding. I love the government.
Yeah, right. Fuck, we're being watched. Watch the words. Not for you, though.
Yeah, but that's not my girlfriend was just texting me because her and her dad just are on their way back from IKEA and they're like, "Do you want to come to Home Goods?"
I would love nothing more than to not go to Home Goods.
I'm going to Home Goods.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I'm not gonna tell my girlfriend no. Fuck you and your dad.
You know, Home Goods actually sounds kind of good.
They want me to sit in the car so I can watch their stuff while they go in and get a mirror.
Jesus Christ.
I'm being bitched.
That's what siblings are for.
Her youngest brother is going to college and her other brother is 24.
Good age.
She's like me basically, but flip-flop. I have a sister who's 24 and my younger sister's going to college. It's funny as fuck. Her brother's going to Colorado State and my little sister's going to Mizzou.
Oh, word. Oh, cool, Mizzou. Almost went to Colorado State.
You almost went to CSU?
Yeah, but I didn't like the Army vibe. Wasn't fucking with it.
Oh, yeah, because it's in Fort Collins, yeah.
Yeah. A little too on the radar.
Well, one of my roommates who moves in on Thursday is a ROTC in ROTC. He's a Navy ROTC.
What's that?
You don't have any friends in ROTC?
Oh, ROTC?
Yeah.
Oh.
You guys don't call it ROTC?
My freshman year roommate, the motherfucker would go to bed at 9:30 at night, and in a double, we had a double. It's just one room with 3 fucking beds, and he'd go to bed at 9:30 and wake up at like 4 a.m. and it was the worst thing in the world. But then he moved out. So
my boy, He'll get pissed drunk, go to sleep at 2, 3 in the morning, wake up at 4:30. Also, he's gonna be a nuclear engineer, like working on the nuclear engines of like aircraft carriers and like battleships and destroyers. And like he's gonna be an officer, he's gonna be a lieutenant, and he's my boy. He was actually one of my pledge brothers. I've known him since like my first day at college. Love the kid. And but dude, this kid will get pissed drunk, and then just he had supposedly like a fire siren that wakes him up, and it's like,
Oh my god.
that thing he puts there because so he can wake up because he goes pissed drunk all the time to the ROTC. That's what all the kids in ROTC call it, ROTC. You never heard that?
ROTC doesn't sound cool. ROTC sounds dorky.
ROTC sounds dorky. ROTC sounds so much better. Yeah, I gotta go to ROTC.
I just couldn't fight for a country that doesn't give a shit about me.
Dude,
but what he's doing is way cooler than like
I think
my boys in the army.
If my like career like doesn't work out, I would definitely join the Marine Corps because I would be a fucking officer then if I joined at this point because I have a fucking degree. No, but the thing is I would probably go and do like photojournalism, or I would be like a cook because like if you're a cook, your ass never sees the front lines. You just and like most of the time you just cook for like senators and House of Representatives and like shit because like anybody who's in Congress or a politician. Their meals are cooked by members of the military.
The old military would be cool to join, like World War II. But
I don't know, man. If like your career fails and you really need something and you're under the age of 30, joining the military. No, but like joining the military, like the benefits, dude. You basically, you get better mortgages, you get a pension, you get all these benefits that it's
give a single shit about any of those things.
Well, if you have a brain and you don't have to do infantry, you can just be a reserve. Like, dude,
I'd only do it if I can do infantry.
Like, I want to join the Marines. I wish, like, I would do the Navy because, dude, like my boy, he's literally gonna graduate and he spends his first 4 years in Hawaii.
Wow.
Yeah, because he goes and he's gonna be trained in Hawaii on how to work. Isn't that dope? And he just spent his whole summer in San Diego.
Nice.
And isn't that dope? Being in the Navy, you just go. He's like, I'm just gonna spend the next like 20 years just bouncing between, like literally seeing the world. He's like, basically, we just go to all the naval bases in the Pacific Island, chill, like in like, you know what I mean, in like the Philippines. Then you go over down to like. In like Guam, Midway, come back. Nice. I'm like, that's pretty dope.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not like I have a fear of drowning and I have a fear of submarines. Like they're bees and wasps, submarines.
Submarines I get. I was on one submarine once. It was fucked. So many people were puking.
Dude, I would never. Wait, you rode in underwater in a fucking submarine?
Yeah, and like literally it felt like every fucking person yacked, and it was disgusting.
Dude, no, fuck submarines.
They had bags for everybody before you even went down.
I'm just getting anxious thinking about being in a fucking submarine right now, and oh my god, what if it breaks and then you're stuck at the butt? Holy fuck, dude, submarines. Fuck submarines. We shouldn't be doing that. Like, there's no.
I just don't fuck with I like the idea of the ocean. I don't fuck with going in it.
Oh, dude, when I go on a boat, I always tell people I have to see the land. Like, we can't go far out. You know what I mean? Like whenever I've gone out on boats with my friend, I was like, can we just keep land in eyesight? Because, like I told you, like I live 2 hours away from the beach, and they're like, why? I'm like, I just need to know that if this sinks, I'm in eyesight. Yeah, like I would like to know that, like, at least I can see land, Dude, I have such a fear of, like, my boys had a boat where they pooled their unemployment money and their stimulus checks, and they bought a boat off of Craigslist for like $3,000, and they put it back together with YouTube videos. Like, they redid they redid the fiberglass and like all the dude, it was shit. It didn't have a reverse. It didn't have brakes. And dude, oh my god.
It's a makeshift.
They would take it out in the water. They would take it out in the water.
Scary. That's
I
kind of
know.
dope though.
Yeah, out of the water. And right now, it's parked at some old woman's house that they just pulled up to their house. That she had a huge driveway, and they're like, "Can we park our boat here for free?" She's like, "Sure."
I don't fuck with. I'm trying to think of that. Do you know what the one is where there's like a sail? Is it
Dude,
sailboating?
monkeypox is officially a public health emergency.
I declared that we were going into lockdown in September, and I'm so freaking smart. It's not. It's literally
For
not. I know we've
monkeypox?
talked about this
For
before. Yes,
monkeypox?
It's not
You
always
last
this
time
easy
you said
being
it was for
smart.
COVID.
It's
Last
not this
time
easy being smart.
you
Same
said now
thing.
you're
Tomato,
changing
tomato.
your.
They're both
Just
bullshit.
shut the
They're
fuck
both
up.
bullshit. Both bullshit.
We got
I'm still
Alex
right.
Jones over
I'm
here.
right
Next thing you
enough.
know, in 10 years, you're gonna see
No.
fucking Jackson over here in court like Alex Jones over here.
No, but I was right.
Have you
I'm
seen his
looking
court
to be
case?
right. Yeah, I got my own thoughts. You don't want to know my Sandy Hook thoughts, so
Oh
I'm
my
not even talking about
god.
them.
You are Alex Jones. You
I'm not
are
Alex
Alex
Jones.
Jones. You're a conspiracy
No,
theorist.
I
Okay.
no.
You're
Sandy
college
Hook was real
educated
enough.
and Sandy Hook
Couch
was
education
real.
taught me. It was
Children
real
and
enough.
teachers were fucking killed.
I'll send you some stuff if you want it.
No, I don't need stuff. I
I'll
know
send you
that
some
shit was
stuff.
real.
You seen the clip of the dad laughing? There was the actor.
No,
laughing.
no.
Dude, this dude was laughing, and then he
Dude,
walks up.
Dude,
I will send you this
Sandy
video,
Hook-
and if you can
Sandy
look me in
Hook
the eyes
was
next
not
episode, and you can tell me
faked.
that was not fishy.
Next thing you know, you're gonna tell me the Holocaust was faked, and then the
No,
show's
I'm
over.
not saying Sandy Hook was fake. I'm saying it was real enough, and that it was
That's
real
you
enough.
leaving. You're leaving room to believe that it was faked. Yeah, Swaggy.
I'm not saying
Swaggy. Thank you.
I didn't say those words.
You're suggesting it.
I didn't say.
You're suggesting. You're implementing the thought.
I'm just saying.
You've been near Sandy Hook.
I'm just saying that people blindly listen to anything the government says. It's the same thing with Uvalde.
The government didn't say this.
The school shooting in Texas. You have armed people. You have armed cops for 2 hours, and you let him kill however many people he killed. It's retarded. People blindly listen to the government. Anything they take them. Monkeypox, COVID, any shooting. It's all ridiculous. And there's just stuff in between the lines that makes you think. And I'll send you some.
We're not a political conspiracy show.
I know it's
We're
not,
gonna move on. We're gonna move
I'm
on.
just
We're gonna
saying.
move on. No, you're fine.
just
You're
saying.
100% fine. I mean,
I'm gonna
you
send
can
it to
have clip this editor, Swaggy.
I'm that.
You definitely should. Yeah, you should. I will first say, as we move on. I mean, I am moving on. I have nothing to say. Fuck this. We're done with this. So Reggie Jackson says Ty Lue is the best coach in the league, and
Ooh, nice.
quote Reggie Jackson quote. I think we've had some special years. The last couple of years have been fun. The front office has been doing a great job acclimating as much as time as we can. I think we have the best coach in the league, like I always say, in Tyronn Lue. So he's going to find a way to make it all work. I think when things are all good, we all have one goal in mind, and that's try to be the ones that's the last one standing. That was not good English by him. Let's try to be the ones that's the last one standing. I didn't like how you said that. Fuck you, Reggie Jackson.
Good. We all have one goal in mind, and that's to try to be the ones that's the last one standing. Jesus.
That wasn't a pretty. That wasn't pretty. Like that. If that, I hope that's verbatim how he said it, because that was atrocious.
We all have one goal in mind, and that is to try to be the ones that is the last ones.
That's.
But he's right. I think Ty Lue is the best coach.
He went to Boston College, so he's like educated.
Ty Lue?
No,
or Reggie Jackson.
Yeah, went to BC.
Well, okay. My buddy Cole Kmet went to Notre Dame, and I was in the same fucking math class as him senior year, and it was not.
Is he Catholic?
Brightest math class. It was a Catholic school.
Oh, look at you! You went private.
I'm just saying.
He alludes the question.
Unfortunately, in high school, I actually did.
Really? I want to send my kids private. School shootings don't happen at private schools. Dude, listen to this statistic. Out of 186 school shootings since Columbine, only I think like 5 have been at private schools.
Oh wow.
Yeah, private schools don't have school shootings.
I didn't mind it once I got into it, but I was very not
Well, you
thrilled.
was yours old boy?
Oh fuck no, I would have moved. Hell no. Fuck
Really?
that.
Well,
Oh boy, what am
Maryland,
I?
In Maryland,
Inserts word.
there's only one or two co-eds. Most of them are old girl, old boy. That's how
That's
it is.
lame as shit,
What do
dude.
you mean? That's so dope because then you hang out with your boys all day, and then you have a sister school. You have mixers. So like if you went to Loyola, you fucked with your sister school was NDP. If you went to Calvert Hall, your sister school was Maryvale, and uh,
Wow, I have these same name schools near me.
and then there's St. Paul's and St. Paul's School for Girls. That was like kind of co-ed because like they had their own schools, but they had certain classes that they did together.
You want to know how many normal people I know who went to all boys schools? That's the list right there.
Really?
Like really,
I
it's
probably
not
know
like I've
like
met a ton of them,
I know probably like 200-300 kids who went to private school,
dude.
boys.
Imagine not being able to like look at a girl for
You
four
are looking.
straight years.
What do you mean,
Mixers,
dude?
no
The private
mixers. You
school,
don't even
I
know how to
knew,
talk to a girl. You don't. There's
dude.
no
Oh
girls at your
my
school. You don't even know
god,
how to
dude!
talk to a girl.
Private school girls were the sluttiest and the hottest. What do you
Yes, so
mean?
have them in the same school as you, and then you can get all the perks. You have your boys there, and
Like
then you have the
so,
slutty
at
Catholic girls.
Loyola, they had dark carpets, so everyone would dip in class. They would pack them in their cheeks, and they had brown carpets, so everyone would spit in the carpets. Like they,
Bruh.
oh, like,
That's actually awesome. Dip is so big at guy schools. What the
yeah,
fuck?
yeah. And then another
That's
great.
so funny, actually.
There's
That's
other
around
great.
here too.
I don't know.
Dipping.
Like I think it's like I don't know. Oh, I was jealous of all my friends who went to private schools because then you had mixers and you had like I don't know. I also think
You're in
like
college, bro. You have plenty of mixers. I
I
would
know what I'm
imagine.
saying is I knew the stupidest kids who went to private schools and they all went to like prestigious universities and like you basically pay to get into good college. If you go to
Uh,
private school, you get into a good college and you get A's. You know, you
yeah, I
it just goes
mean,
back to the whole thing that if you go to private school, it goes like you're better set off. Like as I've learned in college, that like your environment that you are raised in is what sets you up for life. You know what I mean? Like we're fortunate that we were privileged enough to grow up in the environment that we did.
every person watching this is extremely blessed living in the Western civilization that we
Oh,
do.
100%. But what I'm saying is even in the United States that like you went to private school, I grew up in middle class, like we were like compared to somebody who grew up in poverty or, in a low income area, like we are like even though I'm a child of an immigrant, I was set up better in life than other
Yeah,
children of immigrants in America and
yeah.
more
I
and
just don't.
privileged.
Yeah, I still maybe I'll understand this when I have a kid, but like my mom worked 3 jobs to get me through private school. So, but to me, like I didn't like high school. Like it wasn't fun to me. I only liked the like two or like my close five friends. Like that's really about it. So maybe that's something I'll realize when I'm older. But I see what you're saying as far as having that leg up goes.
Like
I'm
I
older.
so my high school, they relocated a few years before I went there, Project 8 housing to a nearby apartment complex. And there was a lot of like ghetto like minorities there that had moved in. So I'm really bad at math. So I took only one. I was in all GT advanced placement and honors classes, except for 1 year I had to take math in a standard class. In that class, my teacher was her first year teaching. She would give up on teaching because people would be like, "Fuck you, Miss Ward," and like literally like throw shit across the class. And it was like literally just all minorities, just Latinos and Black people in that class. And they literally said, "Fuck you," and every single person in that class that didn't try still passed it, got a D minus because the school just wanted to get them out. And like nobody learned. Like she would just say, "I'm not teaching today. Here's your packet. Figure it out." And like we used to have like the assistant principal show up like every week, like trying to get us down because everyone would be like, "Nah, fuck this," and literally just like, dude, I like desks thrown out windows and shit, and like they just tell them, "Fuck this, we're not learning." And like there'd be only like 2 or 3 people who were trying to learn, and everybody there, and that's like kind of how it is. Like in like Baltimore County, you don't want to be in standard classes because that's like the ghetto classes with all the kids who don't care to learn, and most of the time the school will give them D minuses to get them out.
Damn. It's wild.
Yeah. But in a few minutes we will have to wrap this up because my girlfriend is like
That's
like
a
5 minutes away.
fucking Woj tweet right there. Like, who? Norvell Pole? Who?
Norved Pele, he played for the 76ers and the Brooklyn Nets. Bro, get on your level about the borderline roster, guys.
What does he do for me?
He's a rim protector. I would say he's a poor man's Nerlens Noel.
He's a poor's man. Nerlens.
Listen to this. Kendrick Nunn still has yet to play 5v5. First off, I think the Lakers are going to be better than what people suspect. But like, second off, I don't know. I just think people are like dogging the Lakers when they shouldn't be.
Healthy AD, it's a finals contender.
Wayne Gabriel was a surprising play last year. Austin Reeves is good.
Dude.
So was Stanley Johnson last year. I think Taylor Horn Tucker's a fucking bust, and they just thought he was going to be good, and they paid him for absolutely no reason.
Taylor Horton fucker. He did drop 40 right as the season ended.
In a game that didn't mean anything.
Boo. Boo.
Tell me I'm wrong though.
It meant a lot because they were still in the play-in.
It meant a lot because were they actually?
Well, they made the play-in.
Wait, the Lakers made the plan?
Did they not?
No.
Oh, dude, wait. Last year
they made the play-in like I thought 2 years ago.
Yeah, and they got out of it, and they played the Suns, dude. You're right. That's actually so fucking dog shit. Wait, let me look at this record real quick. Oh, you're so right, dude. That's so bad.
Yeah.
33 and 49. Oh, that's right. They were very close to it. Yeah, they missed it by 1 game. Which is why the play-in should be abolished, but I guess that's not my... Yeah, I guess if the play-in didn't exist, then the Pelicans wouldn't have put on the show against Phoenix, but I'm still not a fan.
Dude, I had somebody comment about Brittney Griner. Nah, you tripping. She doesn't have a reason to go free, but the sentence is insane, 9 years, and it's said for criminal intent. As a fellow pot smoker, if you do it anyway, else you know that it might not be legal, might be breaking the law, and do it anyway. Know that there might be consequences. She might be getting a lot longer because of the shit, but she doesn't have a reason to be let free. And Russians want a really bad. Yeah, don't the Russians want like a really bad guy in return?
So yeah, some arms dealers.
Yeah, some are. Also, Deshaun Watson, that whole situation's wild.
Yeah, I don't pay attention to it.
So Ben Simmons said Doc Rivers had nothing to do with his exit. I also think I broke my headphones putting them in today. Unless do you hear little like...
No,
yeah, then it's my headphones. I need to get another pair. I broke them.
Whoa.
I break headphones like nobody's business.
Oh, wow. You should get a brand new 911 off the lot. It wouldn't even cost you a lot.
I got a bobblehead.
Yeah. Oh, Lord.
I thought it seems like every sports caster has like a bobblehead.
Some type
of bobblehead, so I got myself a bobblehead. But Ben Simmons, I think it's really interesting. I just hope Ben Simmons comes out and shoots 3-pointers.
That'd be cool.
That'd be cool. That'd be
That'd be
nice.
very cool. I hope he just feasts. Like he should. If he's healthy, he'll feast. So 15, 8, and 8.
Hey, literally 15, 8, and 8, that's fine while shooting 55% from the field. I'm cool with that,
And
okay?
all defense.
All defense, yeah. All defense, baby. People forget how good our man was. Like, he was an all-star. He was an all-NBA player,
So
I'm pretty sure.
3-time All-Star before 25.
People forget Ben Simmons is a good basketball
He's
player.
a stud. Yeah, he's a complete stud. If he shot threes, the league would be over. And if he had, not bitch mindset, but
He does have a bitch mindset. It's an aggressive thing. But
continuity. How about you played like shit in the playoffs? How is that for what derailed your first season? And also, you're fat as fuck, dude.
is that actually what everyone was saying?
He's fat. He is fat,
Really?
or he's overweight. And on the Miami Heat, that doesn't fly. So maybe he actually isn't overweight, but he looks overweight, and he's also old. And it's not continuity. I don't even know what that means. What does that even mean? Continuity?
Continuing. We talked about
Continuing
this.
what?
That continuity was the theme of the offseason. Continuity.
I know, but how does that derail? How do you blame continuity on your derailed season?
Like chemistry. He missed at mid-season. Remember?
Oh, he's saying he didn't get enough reps.
Yeah.
So don't go and don't come out of shape, right? Then you'll play more than 63 games. But I'm not here to argue that he had a good season. I still disagree. He had a good season, but yeah, let's get into the playoffs. Wow. That's talent right there. 7.8 points per game. Yeah. Continuity. Sure.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe don't score 8 points a game and shoot 29% from the field. And
Yeah.
I love Kyle Lowry, though. I'm not trying to be hard on him. I just think he had you could see this coming from the start of the season. Man was big. He was chunky. Never lost it. Started dealing with some injuries. And he's also, what is he, 35? Yeah.
36, I think. 35?
Oh, is he 36 now? He was 35 last year.
Turning 36 then.
Yeah, he just turned 36 in March. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
It's too old. Kyle Lowry's career's over. I really suck to say, but Miami Heat are fucked in general. They're going to have to do a full-on something.
Miami should have traded Kyle Lowry for Jalen Brunson in a sign-and trade.
Whoa, that would have been cool.
Throw some picks.
I just view him as more of a situational six man. I think his career's over, and it really sucks because he's a legend.
I don't think his career's over, but I again also thought they should have gone after John Wall and tried to have like John Wall and Kyle. Yeah. They should have tried to get another guard who could, or like a Tyus Jones to like help split the reps, and have like Kyle Lowry. Yeah, and have Kyle Lowry only play 25. Yeah, maybe they have the belief that Gabe Vincent can play like 23 minutes a night, and then you play Kyle Lowry like 25 and have Kyle Lowry start, and then you have Gabe Vincent. Or maybe you believe that Tyler Hero will play defense.
Mm-hmm.
That was a big fucking if.
Yeah, I don't know how I feel. I hope, because he's dope. But the Heat are fucked, man. How'd they make the conference championship last year?
Because they're good. They had the best record in the East, 53 and 29.
I guess you have buckets and Bam. They're a good regular season team, but
the team's a good team, and they have one of the best coaches in the NBA, in Eric Spoelstra.
Yeah, Spoelstra's good. Yeah. PJ, yeah, they had a bunch of just nice
people. The PJ Tucker loss is big.
Yeah.
Jovic hopefully can.
Yeah, hopefully he can help them out a little bit. I don't know any other.
They have Orlando Robinson, Darius Days. I mean, Caleb Martin's 6'7". I've been thinking about the thought that Jimmy Butler is going to be their power forward, DeMar DeRozan style. And then you run Duncan Robinson and Max Strus on the wings, Kyle Lowry starting, Tyler Hero 6-man, Gabe Vincent off the bench.
We got Boogie, Trez, Leonard, LMA, Willie, Tristan, Hassan return.
Yeah, Hassan Whiteside. They don't need more bigs; they need power forwards.
Yeah, well, Melo, Ariza, Gary Clark, Tyler Cook, Blake Griffin. Maybe I'd give Jabari Parker a
Dude,
run.
Blake Griffin would be dope. Jabari
Yeah, it would
Parker,
be
give
dope.
him a training camp deal.
Yeah, right. It's 27. It's very
I
young.
mean, he probably has the knees of a 50-year-old man.
Mm. I'd even go for like a Isaac Bonga or DeAndre Bembry if I had to.
Yeah, no, you're not wrong. Though, I gotta go. My guy. Oh, here. Let's have a little Jazz Baby show up on camera. Come here. Little Jazz says hi.
That's good.
How you doing, baby? You got a little eye booger?
So when she kisses your face, you don't like wipe it off or anything?
No, she's got great kisses. Her breath is amazing.
It doesn't like make it stick or.
Nah. Everyone says she gives the best kisses.
Do you kiss your girlfriend with her boyfriend there or her dad there?
Not more of hugs and like kiss on the head.
I always wonder how that dynamic works.
All right, bud. I gotta go. I'll talk to you later. Normal show tomorrow.
All right.
Peace.
See ya.